What up, team? I think we're live. Looks like we're live. First time in a while. Uh, yeah, I haven't been active, but there hasn't been a lot of heavyweight action lately. Uh, but we got something this weekend. We got this fight between uh, Otto Wallen and War Shizora. I think it might be a little more interesting than most think. I think it's a pretty decent little fight. Might be the second to last fight for Shizora, win or lose. I don't know if he wins this one. It might be more than one after this, but we'll see. Keeps saying he's going to stop, but he's not. Alright, so we got Stephen O'Mara in the house. Good to see you, bro. And we got Philip Carl Roberts as well. Good to see you in, boys. Got some heavyweight action coming up in the next few months, don't we? So it's going to be some fun, I think. The stream might not be coming through well. I've got some messages saying it's not maintaining enough video to be smooth. I'm on a new PC in a different house now, so trying out a few things. Still setting up. As you know, I usually have an intro running, but haven't got all my shit together yet. So oh yeah, the Povetkin news. It was from the Carlos Takam fight that he won. It was a spectacular fight, but makes you wonder how much shit he was on, how much was hidden. It's done and dusted though. Dude's suspended when he's retired. What did he do? I mean, it's a black mark on his career, but yeah, it is what it is. Game's dirty. He played the game, he got through it, and then shit changed after he retired, so it is what it is for me. Nothing major. But this Otto Wallen and Derek Chisora fight. Yeah, Derek's been in plenty of wars. Otto hasn't been in lots of wars, but he got stopped brutally in his last one, didn't he? Or was it his last one? Has he had a fight since losing to Joshua? Let me just see here. Yeah, he has had. Holy shit. He's only had the one fight since he fought Joshua. He knocked out. This guy, Enrique Eliawaremi. This guy. So he stopped him in the first round of 8. This one will be a 12 rounder. Now, most are thinking that Otto Wallen's probably going to win this on points. But I'm not so sure, man. If he gets clipped with one of those big overhand rights by Delboy, I don't think he's got the chin to weather a storm like that. So it's going to be very interesting, I think. You don't know? Good to see you in, man. Turbo. You fellas in the chat, let me know, is the stream coming through alright? From my end, it looks like it's having some issues. Is the background music alright? I can't hear it. I've had to change my setup. Yeah, just give me a heads up. Let me know how everything's running at your end. Band after, yeah. Yeah, so that I've actually gone and chucked just $2 on Derek Chisora to get the win. Not really much point in betting on Wallen unless you're going to go for the decision. I don't think he'll knock out Delboy. Delboy's too durable for someone like Otto who likes to pick and poke all night. The question is he going to be able to keep Derek out? And it's going to come all night, as we know. We saw him knock Joe Joyce down in the later rounds, and that's not something you'd expect for anybody to do. Knock Joe Joyce down in the late rounds. But yeah, how burnt is Joe Joyce after those 2 stoppages and against Zhang and all the rest of it? Del Boy just seems to keep powering through the same old shit the same way. He just keeps going the same style, same good chin, even though he's been stopped a few times. Still got a fair bit of power. I mean, he can bang. What do we got here? We can hear the music faintly. That's good. I want it pretty quiet, just enough to break the cold silence in the background. Nothing to overwhelm us. There is a link there if anybody wants to jump on. It's on. Oh, did I leave it at the top? I better actually pin that. Or did I not post it? Oh shit, I didn't post it. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Link to join. I'm gonna paste that shizzle in that manizzle. Got a bing, got a boosh. Alright team, there's a link to join, dropped in the chat. I'll pin that to the top for anybody if you want to jump on, and I better go jump into the Discord channel in case someone decides to jump in and I'm not there. Unless someone's already there. There we go. I'm in the channel. Seems to be working okay, hopefully. This new setup and shizzle. Alright. What else we got here? Oh, Hannibal's in the house. What's up, my bro? Good to see you. Chirp. Alright, so yeah, I'm not quite sure who to pick in this fight. If Wallen's gonna win it, it'll be on points. There's pretty much no doubt about that in my mind. But I think Derek could either win by stoppage or on points. So if you're a gambling man, chuck a little something on Chisora just for the win. I think is a worthwhile bet. You'll at least double or triple your money. I can't remember what he was paying. Actually, I'll just look that up. Let me see. Can I find it? Of course I can find it. I've got a bet on it. Bet365 is the site I use. They seem to have the best range of odds and things. A local TAB site here in New Zealand is absolute shite for boxing. Right. What did I get on them? Let me see. Oh, I took a bet booster. So I took Derek Chisora to win the fight and the fight to go the distance. Fight result Derek Chisora and fight to go the distance. So I only chucked, what is it? I put $2 on it and it'll pay $11.50 if it wins. $11. So what's that? $5.50. $5.50 he was paying when I took the bet just for the win. Oh no, $5 for the win, but because it's a bet builder, it chucked another 50 cents on top. So that's my little bet for this weekend. If Otto wins, I lose $2. Oh no! Oh, for someone new, Gerald. Nice to have you in, man. Hopefully be able to go on Saturday. You get to go to a Chisora show, man. It's always going to be a good fight, hey, if you get to go to a show of his. Whether he wins or loses, he's definitely entertainment. That's for sure. For sure. Yeah, man. Always a good show when Derek's fighting. Regardless whether he's fighting way above or way below his level, you know it's going to be fun, huh? Alright, so that is interesting. I'm only on for a short time, not a long time today. So there are 2 other fights that I want to have a quick little yarn about. But I'm thinking I'm going to back Chisora in this fight. I'll be streaming it on Discord if anybody wants to come and watch this weekend. Thinking about doing a live commentary, but probably won't. So we'll see what happens. Right. Where's these other thumbnails? So this other one I wanted to talk a little bit about. It's getting closer. It's getting closer. Dubois versus Parker. That's a pretty good fight, and I see quite a few people toing and froing about how they think the fight may go and whatnot. I've gone and put another $2 on Joe Parker to win by decision, I think, but I got no confidence in that. If I'm being real, at this point, everyone keeps saying, yeah, Parker's got the skills and the movement to be able to potentially nullify a puncher, just like he did with Wilder and Zhang. But if you look at Wilder and Zhang, they are very low volume guys to start with. And they take their time trying to find spots to throw punches. Daniel doesn't do that. He just throws and he keeps throwing. And then he keeps throwing. And then he keeps throwing. So for me, this is going to be the proper test for Parker, whether his stamina is actually that much better now that he's had George Lockhart in his camp since he fought Jack Massey or not. This is going to be a real acid test. But at the same time, Daniel Dubois can be frustrated if he doesn't land the shots. And if he's going to throw lots of shots and they're not actually landing, maybe he's going to get frustrated and basically give up like he did against Usyk. So there's 2 different points of view there from me. But I think Daniel being younger with good power plus the good volume, I think it's going to be a real problem for Joe. I think he's going to get stopped round 8, 9, 10, somewhere there. Basically, Daniel has the volume of Joe Joyce, right? But he throws harder, straighter, more vicious punches. He's quicker. He's got better feet than Joyce. Yes, I know Joe Parker was ill and should have got knocked out in the first round against Joe Joyce. But we're in the real time now. This is now. That was then. Both guys are on a high. But I think Daniel Dubois might just have the edge. I could be wrong. But I'd like to be wrong. You know, being a Kiwi, I'd like to back Joe thinking with some confidence, thinking he can outpoint, frustrate Daniel and make him give up or take him to points. But I ain't got the confidence in Joe at the moment. So we'll see. Like I say, this is the acid test. If he can come through this, look pretty decent and get a win, then okay, you've passed the test. I'll be just about ready to put a lot more faith in Joe. I've been standoffish about it for years because I know He could do better, but he just doesn't. He doesn't pull it all out when he needs to. He doesn't put it all together. Yes, he's looked better, but like I say, those are low volume big punches, not high volume big punches. And they're old. Daniel's 27, not 40. So this is going to be a massive acid test. For both of them, really. For both of them. Alright. I got Parker on points. Ooh, you're brave, Stephen. You're brave. You're brave, brother. I'm not going to make my full-on prediction until the end of fight week, I think. It's a 50-50 fight. Yeah, I'd go 50-50 or 60-40, somewhere there. If it's in anyone's favour, I think it's in Dubois' favour, that's for sure. I got Chisora. Woo-wee! Good on you. Good on you, Phil. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Chisora too, myself. If he can get one of those big overhand rights on that chin in the first 3 rounds, watch Otto try and stay the hell away. Otto's got okay feet, but he ain't got that quicker feet. So I think he's going to have trouble keeping Derek off him. He's going to be like a fly on shit all night. It's going to be very uncomfortable, and Otto's not going to be happy about it. Joe needs to try hold some. Hold some of the center of the. Yeah. To do that, he's going to have to use a lot of lateral movement because Daniel's going to push him back otherwise. So he's going to have to make exits out the side, get back around to center, and reset from there. There's going to be a lot of Joe trying to counterpunch, make Daniel miss and make him pay. But how much respect he's going to get when he hits him to make him pay is another story. I know Andy Lee's been saying, oh, he's been hitting a lot harder in camp. I can feel it on the pads, but shit, his coaches are supposed to say that, eh? So let's see what happens. Once we get past about round 6, we're going to see who's going to have the better gas tank from then. 6, 7, 8, that's when I expect Daniel's going to really try and pour it on if he hasn't done some damage already. I took Parker. He shouldn't come in anything over 250. I think that fight against Joe Joyce when he was sick, he was like 248 or something. Let me just double check that. Joe Parker box rec. What do we got here? But that was the heaviest of his career. It was too heavy. We all knew that, but where is it? It's Fainga Opilu, Jack Massey, Joe Joyce. Joe came in at 255.5. Or was that? Was that Joyce? Hold on. Why we got one weight here? Oh no, Joyce was 271. Yeah, Joe 255. That was the highest of his career. But he shouldn't come in over 250. Is probably pushing his max, even if he is in tip-top condition. I think 250 is max. Yeah, it's all fine having a bit more muscle and a bit more power, but as we all know, it does affect your stamina. The bigger muscles chew more oxygen, they require more blood flow, and you get tired quicker. There's a lot of argument to be had about, but he's way better conditioned. He should be able to carry the weight. Well, we can argue about that sort of shit all day until we see him in the ring at 250 being able to go 12 at a decent clip. Wasting our time arguing about it. We need the proof. What's up, Ariat? Oh, sorry, Adri. I always get that name wrong, eh? Hope you're well, man. Alright, so that one, I'm getting excited about that one. That whole card is absolutely amazing anyway. But there is one more on the card that I wanted to touch on about today. Let me find this thumbnail. Boosh. Here we go. Zhang and Kabayel. Another great heavyweight fight. Not quite the one I wanted. I would have liked to have seen Bakoli and Kabayel. Kabayel pulled out of the purse bid for that the day before because he obviously had this fight lined up instead. And if I'm being honest, I think this is a much more winnable fight for Agit Kabayel anyway. He's coming off a couple of good wins over Arslanbek Makhmudov and Frank Sanchez. As I'd been saying for many years, Makhmudov's a knockout waiting to happen. He's that clumsy and that open, and he got dealt to by a much better boxer in Kabayel. And then he took on Sanchez and made him look old. Sanchez seemed to have had a problem with one of his knees in that fight, but the paycheck was far too attractive to postpone the fight, so he went ahead, took the money and lost. But I think even if Sanchez didn't have a bung knee, I think Kabayel still would have messed him up. Now this fight is going to be interesting. You know, we've seen the last couple of fights, most people don't know much about Kabayel, but they've seen him box a little bit against Makhmudov until he thought he had him hurt and then go to town. He pretty much just full on pressured Sanchez the whole time. He's not going to be able to do that sort of shit with Zhang, not at all, man. If he tries to come forward and just throw hands, combinations without looking for the openings and being wary of the defense, he could get splattered. Zhang is no joke. That big bang will put you flat on your ass, break your wallet, make you spill all your change. So expect Kabayel to pick and poke for 3, 4, maybe even 5 rounds. He'll probably still win the rounds unless he gets knocked down by a punch he doesn't see. And though, as we know, those are quite common to come from Zhang, especially in the first 4 rounds. But Kabayel is reasonably sound defensively. He's got reasonable hand speed. He's got reasonable foot speed. He's got reasonable power. He is a devastating body puncher. He can put pressure on, but he can also box on the back foot if he needs to. Go watch him fight Derek Chisora many, many years. I think it was in Monaco. Some say it was a controversial decision, but I thought it wasn't. I thought Kabayel won that fight clearly. Not one-sided or anything, but I thought he won that clearly. And he had to box against the pressure guy in that fight. Don't get me wrong, Zhang isn't the pressure guy like Chisora. He'll come forward looking for openings, moving his head, waiting for a spot to throw one punch. He's looking for one punch or a left and a right hook. That's all he looks for pretty much, is the straight and the right hook. So Kabayel is smart enough to know. I think he's gonna get through those first 5 rounds without getting too badly damaged. Then I think he's gonna start doing the work we know him for, working the body, combinations. And Zhang, I think, is going to wear right down. I think he's going to get stopped. It's going to be the first time he's going to be stopped. I don't think it's going to be a big punch that's going to knock him out or anything, but he's going to be so gassed by the amount of volume that Kabayel's going to put to his body. He's not going to be able to do anything except sit down on a still. He might not even get up after 9 rounds off a still. He's gonna put out so much more than Parker did. So think about it. But of course, there is always rounds 1 to 4 could be one shot. Cabiel's in the grave. Who knows, man? Who knows? Until Zhilei Zhang basically retires, the power's the last to go. He's dangerous for 4 rounds no matter who he's in against. So, very interesting 3 heavyweight fights to look out for at the moment. We've got a few more coming down the track, but I don't want to look too far ahead. That February 22nd card is dynamite. Dynamite, man. Okay. Look through some of these comments, y'all. Joe Parker is Eddie Carriel. Man, yeah, because of their styles, it's a fight I've been wanting to see for a long, long time. Probably pretty much since I saw Chisora fight Cabiel. I can't even remember when that was. It was many years ago. I think it's like 2017 or something like that. Might have even been 16. Coming up to 10 years ago, but that is a great fight. The style matchup, it would be a full-on boxing match. But, shit, I might even pick Cabiel on that one too, but we'll see. He's not quite as proven as Parker yet. We don't know exactly where he is. But this is definitely a right step in the right direction. I'm not sure what this will do to any rankings, because both of these guys were supposed to be, they were both offered a final eliminator with Martin Bakole. Zhang turned it down quick. Then it was Cabiel's turn, and he sat on it thinking like he might make it, but then Turkey made Zhang and Cabiel, so bailed on that. Now Martin Bakole is going to be fighting F.A. Ajagba in a final eliminator for the IBF, so yeah. AJ Bakole. Yeah, AJ will get put in the grave. This is what I would think. Put to sleep. Yeah, put him in the grave. He ain't gonna take that fight if it's offered to him. Oh, hell to the no. He should be going and chasing Wilder since the bag of milk's retired. Go and get that fight. It's it's a decent money fight that he could potentially win before sailing off into the sunset, I think. So, yeah, we'll see. I can't wait to see Madrigal v Ortiz. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that too. I've already got my bet down. I've had it down for nearly 2 months on Madrigal to win that fight. He's still paying $2. Ortiz is still the favorite. I have to have another look when he gets closer, because I think Ortiz is probably going to go, his odds are going to go down. He's going to go more of a favorite the closer we get to it, because most people just don't know who Madrimov is. Most people, the only one time they've seen him is when he fought Terence Crawford. And that was a good-ass fight. So I really don't understand how the bookies have got Ortiz as a favorite. He freaking lost to Bohachuk. Was it Bohachuk? What was that? Sergey Bohachuk. He fucking lost that fight and they robbed him. And then he gets this fight. I'm surprised he even wanted to take this fight. But oh, Golden Boy's 154 Golden Boy is going to get smashed over. I think Madrimov's going to knock him the fuck out. But we'll see. We'll see. What do I know? Just a boxing fan. What else we got here? Joseph. Oh. Look at it. It's freaking moving, man. Stop moving. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, man. certainly is Steven, sorry. Filip Hrgovic and I don't know about that. Hrgovic did a lot better than Joshua did against Dubois. Don't forget that. Yeah, he might have got stopped, but he was ahead on the cards as well. So don't fully disregard him. I think he just went too hard thinking that he could just blow Daniel Dubois out of the water. It didn't happen, and then he was, ooh, my eyes are cut. You know, had some help from headbutts as well, so I wouldn't mind seeing a Hrgovic Dubois rematch. Once Hrgovic gets a couple of wins back under his belt, you know, he could. Just trying to think. Maybe Hrgovic and Ruiz could have a fight or something. Look for a final eliminator. Miller versus Hrgovic, like that too. Isn't Miller going to be fighting someone though? Actually, has he got something lined up? No. Yarel Miller, box rec. What we got? Something scheduled? I thought he had something, or was it just whispers I was hearing? There's nothing confirmed yet. He hasn't fought anybody since Andy Ruiz. Fat boy's got to get moving. Some of these Americans have really got to get moving. Sitting on the shelf rotten. Get their shit moving. AJ just doesn't have the chin for Bacoli. Nah, I don't think it's just the chin either, Stephen. I think his mentality that he's got these days, he looks like he's fighting not to get hit. He's scared of getting starched. And once a fighter gets like that, it's pretty much curtains at the top level. I don't think AJ ever really did have the best chin, but I don't think he's really got the worst chin either. It's just when he gets hurt, he takes several rounds to recover, if he does recover at all. But even in that Dubois fight, as soon as he took that first big right hand in the first round, you could see he wasn't trying to win. He was just trying to survive, and it wasn't until the fifth where someone in the crowd pissed him off. He thought, I better try and go, so he tried to go and got caught. So it is what it is. I think the big thing about AJ's over now, but I don't think he's absolutely shot. He's just, when it comes to the very elite world level, maybe he's shot at that in that regard. But yeah, it is what it is. The next one online, I guess, is, well, we've got the next Britain line and Daniel Dubois, who's a world champ. Then we've got Moses Atalma coming up. We've got this Aussie boy, Teramoana as well. Look out for that dude. He's a mean motherfucker. There's a few to come, but we'll be here. Anyways, team, that's the three fights that I wanted to talk about for today. I hope you've enjoyed. Hopefully it hasn't come through too badly. But if you're around when the Derek Chisora fight's on this weekend against Otto Wallen, it will be being streamed, and a few of us will be in the chat talking to each other while we watch the fight on Discord. So if you haven't already, check out the Big Boys Boxing Discord server. The link is in the description below. Big ups to y'all for dropping in and saying hello. Dari, Phil, Stephen, Hannibal. Who else we got here? Did I miss anyone? I missed someone. Sure, I missed someone. Joseph. I think that was it. Good to see y'all, team. Hopefully catch some of y'all on the weekend while we're watching this fight. It's going to be a goodie. And I shall catch y'all next time. I'm Jono from Big Boys Boxing, and I'm out. Two.